Good evening, y'all. Happy Thursday. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come on in. Come on in. Thank you, Mary. Thank you, Mary. Keep letting them know. I'm glad you're here again. This is Club Michael's in here. I see you too, Kiyoshi Green. Hey, from Maryland. You're dancing with me. I see Miss Laverne right there. Let me see. Let me replace that spotlight. Let me see you. There she is. I see you. I see you, Lakita Parker. I see you, Miss Yvonne. Come on in. We're going to get started in just a minute. If you're new, just hold on. I'll let you know what's happening. Y'all know y'all want to get up and dance and do the electric slide or something. Y'all know it. Hey, Albuquerque. You are, Kiosha, very good. I know, I love this song too. Yes. Let me see, man, Miss Andrisha. Get up there with me, girl. I see you. I see you. Yes, girl. Get it, girl. Get it, girl. I love it. Thank you. All right, let's get it popping. Hey, y'all. Hey, girls. Hey, my queens. How are y'all today? Excuse me. How are y'all this fine Thursday? Give yourselves a hand just for being here. I appreciate you for dancing with me. I love it. I love it. I love it. I recognize a lot of names, but I also see people that I don't know. So run it in the chat. Let me know, is this your first time, second time, or you've been here for all of them? Run it in the chat. Yes, I want to see. You've been here 7 times. I know that's right. Oh, yes. First timer. I see some first and second timers. Okay. Okay. I see what we're working with. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. So for you first timers, I know y'all need some explanation about what's happening here. This is not your typical Michael's class. If you haven't already figured that out, this is not your typical Michael class. We do things a little bit differently at this series. Let me introduce myself. My name is Karen Baxter. I am Ms. Creative CEO. I am your empowerment coach, your mindset mentor, and your craft business bestie, okay? And what I do is I coach women in the craft industry that are trying to turn their hobby into their business or their hustle. That's what I do. I help you get out of your way, level up that mindset so you can take your business out of the back room into the boardroom and straight to the bank, okay? I teach you how to do things that you need to know, from email to pricing to websites to all that stuff. But I also get you to understand who you are so that you can be the best person that you can be in this craft game. I am a Michaels National instructor. I've been with Michaels for a while, and I actually pitched Michaels and I said, hey, Michaels, I have a whole community, because I have a couple of communities on Facebook, okay? And I also have a membership called the Creative Boss Collective Inner Circle. And I have worked for a while with these people, not too long, maybe 3 to 6 months. And they have leveled up their businesses so much that I feel like, you know what, they need to be showcased. So I asked Michaels, I said, hey, what about if we showcase people who are really doing businesses out here in these craft streets? What if I did that? And what if we made it into kind of like a talk show situation? And that's what you have. The Miss Creative CEO presents the Creative Boss Collective, featuring various artists on my platform. Okay, I'm the first one to do this. The first woman of color to do this. I am honored to be here and honored to have all the support of all of you guys coming back week after week to talk to people and get to know these people, these everyday people that have kids and jobs and all kinds of stuff, but that yet they find time to craft what their love is, like all of our loves, and they find time to run their businesses. Okay, and they're an inspiration to me, and I know they will be to you. So what I want to do is get started with our guest tonight, okay? But first, before I do that, I always like to give honor, and I like to let, because we have some supporters in here that's been here from day one. And so I want you to run them. You know who I'm talking about. Where's the tribe at? Put it in the chat. Run the chat. I love it. I love it. That's the team there that comes and supports every time their tribe sisters on this journey of being great. So while they are running the chat, let's go ahead and start the show. There you go. That's how we're going to start it out. And we are going to bring Miss Adrienne Janae Singleton of Unique Designs to the stage. Hey, Adrienne.
Hi.
How are you, beautiful girl?
Wonderful.
Your
Oh,
face
this
is
this
beat.
all thing.
Yes.
I
You
clean
know
up.
you look good. Let me go find some powder or something, because you look good. I'm feeling some type of way.
I do okay. Look, I do okay. I do.
You clean up pretty well. You can clean up pretty well. Well, Janae, I want to talk to you a little bit about your business. You are Unique Designs, okay? So tell me a little bit about that. Tell the people a little bit about who you are and how you started.
Well, my name is Adrienne, actually, is my first name. And my middle name is Janae. Everyone calls me Janae affectionately. And I am the owner of Unique Designs, which is a business where I create handcrafted jewelry, accessories, and stationery products for the lover of all things detailed. I've been in business since 2012, and I've expanded my business from just starting with beaded jewelry to now doing wire bangles. I created the latest thing that I love, which is paper earrings, which you guys will be learning tonight. Yes, the lovely Karen is wearing those.
And I have some Adrienne Janae jewelry on. Okay. All right. Go ahead.
I just love creating things that make people feel good and look good. And that's my passion. Yeah. So I just love it. That's me.
That's you. Tell us a little bit about your background. What do you do in your other life, like your job? Do you have children? Tell them about that.
Well, I am a single mother to a wonderful, beautiful daughter. She's 4 years old. She is 4 going on 14. Okay, don't get it twisted. And I also work full time in the accounting department for a medical software company. So I have a full-time job, a full-time parent, and I also have a full-time business because I work my business full-time.
And you're doing all of this at the same time at the house. At the house. You have a 4-year-old running around all day long while you're trying to do a full-time job. And in between the cracks, you're trying to make some earrings or string some beads on a bracelet, right?
Literally.
No exaggeration, right? Between trying to make the peanut butter sandwiches, cutting up the crust or whatever, and then potty training and all of this. I know, put it in the chat if y'all can understand what she's going to and through and sympathizing with what she's going through, right?
Send help.
And it's just her. It's just her. You know, so I know personally what she's going through, but somehow you get it done. Somehow
the grace of God.
You get it done, and you look good doing it. That's the thing. You look good doing it, and your business has been successful. So how long have you had this business?
Well, I started in 2012, and then I took a little break in 2016 when I got pregnant and had my daughter 3.5 months early. She was hospitalized for the entire remainder of her term. So I just took a break to focus on her. I didn't start back up until 2017, I believe. And I've been going strong ever since.
I love it. I love it. So what is it that kept you going? Because I know there were times that you felt like it was overwhelmed. You were dealing with a preemie, work, you had all of this stuff going on. What kept you doing your craft and going beyond where you were?
Well, I always have been crafty. I've always liked to do things, decorate, create gifts for people, decorate parties, different things like that. So that's always been in my blood. I actually started off doing hair when I was younger. I went to cosmetology school and everything. And then I decided I didn't want to have carpal tunnel for the rest of my life. And I just squashed that, you know, but I really enjoy it so much that even if I wasn't getting paid for it, I would always do it. And I did it for free for so long that it just kind of made sense that after I actually broke my wrist in 2012, I fell down some stairs and broke my right wrist in 3 places. And I was out of work for like 6 weeks. And during that time, it was right around Christmas and I didn't have income coming in. So I was like, I'm going to make my family and friends gifts. So when I gave them the bracelets, they were like, oh, we need more, you know, so it turned into, let me do it as a business. So I was already, even without any knowledge or any training or anything, like I had no business background. I hit the ground running with my business then. So when I fast forward to when I got pregnant and I had to slow down, I always knew that, you know, I would never stop creating. But I knew that I needed to focus on her. And in the same breath, looking in her eyes, I knew I had to get back to business because I had to create a better life for her. So she is my number one motivation, hands down.
Hands down. It's always those babies. Those babies will take you to a whole nother level, won't they? Every Absolutely. Single time. So you did the business, you kept it going, and you came into these beautiful paper earrings and you decided to make a business out of that. How is that going for you? Or add that to the business that you already had?
Listen, I was an avid YouTube watcher. I mean, I would watch YouTube while I worked 8 hours a day. When I was in the office, I would watch it to fall asleep at night. Like I was always on YouTube and I would see different things and just go down all the different rabbit holes. And there was one particular video that I saw where a young lady was making paper jewelry, paper earrings. And so I was just like, let me see about that. So I looked at the videos and I was like, that's cute, but it's not enough for me, you know? So I kept looking at videos and I started trying it and doing different things. And I just kept doing it trial and error till I made it my own. And now I can't even stop. I can't stop. I can't look at a piece of paper without thinking
of an earring.
Yes, yes.
So you see ours. I have them on. You have them on, and I see a pair back there.
Oh,
in the corner. That's a different shape. Those are so pretty.
So these are one of my latest designs here. Yep. And they're all really lightweight because like when I, growing up, hanging out, wearing those heavy, real cute earrings, but they're real heavy, it weighed down my earring hole for a long time. And after a while, I didn't want to wear earrings at all. So when I created these, the thing that really attached me to it was that it's so light. Like I always forget I have them on. Right. So anytime I make them, they make a statement, but they also are light on your ears. So
I love it. I love it. I love it. And so now you have transitioned into not only selling, but teaching the course and the details. And we'll get into the course a little later. But right now, I know they're itching to see how you create these beautiful pieces of art for your ears. So I'm going to turn it over to you. And I just want to shout out for all of y'all that are wondering. I had a question like, is this a craft class? Are you going to teach us something? Yes. We're going to teach you something. Yes. Like I said in the beginning, it's a different spin. Michaels and I came together and collaborated to let you get to know the artist, let you get to know the artist and the person behind the craft. And but here we go. I'm gonna add your hands. There you go. You got it, girl.
So tonight we're going to be making these beauties here. And this is a dangle earring, and this is made completely out of paper. These are a new SVG that I created specifically for Unique Designs, and you all will have the opportunity to download it and make your own. So hopefully I have some people crafting with me today. Anybody out there crafting with me?
Who's out here crafting? We got Lakita. Are you crafting with her tonight? Okay, we got Lakita. Let's see who else we got. Yvonne is crafting with her. And I think one more person, Lee. So there you go. We got a few people. And I think there's another person. Let's see here. I was looking for her, but I can't find her. Well, as we go along, oh, there she is. There she is. Somebody I don't think she expected. This person will be crafting along with you too.
Yay.
Okay.
Awesome.
Okay, so I'm gonna take you guys off the spotlight, and we will, if y'all could do me a favor, if you can raise your hands, you guys that are crafting along, raise your hands so you stay at the top of my screen, so it's easier for me to get you pull you up on the stage. Okay, thank you. All right, now let me get your hands. Wait a minute, why am I spotlighted? I don't want to spotlight. Hold on, let me get back to speaker gallery view so I can find you. There you are. Add spotlight, and then gallery, and then add this spotlight, add spotlight, and then let me go bye-bye. Ooh, there we go. We back to normal. Okay.
So I decided when I knew I was going to be teaching on Michaels that I wanted to showcase another one of my crafty sisters. Capital Chic Designs is a young lady who is in Michael's stores. So we'll be crafting with her paper pad tonight. So that's a win. I also put out a kit. If any of you were able to get that kit, you will have the same paper that I'm using tonight. So definitely let's get started. I'll go over the supplies first. You just want to make sure you have a cup of water for your paintbrush. You want to have a nice flat type of paintbrush to use, nothing too big or too small. This is pretty much the perfect size. And you want to have your tray, a plate, anything that you can use to put your glue in. Tonight I am using Mod Podge. I love the Mod Podge gloss for my earrings. I use it for all the layers. I don't switch. So Mod Podge is perfect. And then I have some earring hooks that also you can pick up from Michael's. I use the premium metals ones because, you know, we're all about quality. So you want to make sure that you have some earring hooks. And then you also want to have a 7mm minimum jump ring. And these are 22 karat gold plated. So if you know anything about my brand, I love quality. I don't use anything less than the best. So even when I'm shopping in a big box store, I always like to make sure that I get, you know, the top of the line. So if you purchase,
Let me just say this real quick, you guys. We will be having some gift card giveaways. So pay attention, stay to the end, pay attention, because we will be giving away 2 Michael's gift cards again tonight. So pay attention. Go ahead, girl.
so if you purchase a kit, then your glue will be in a little bottle like this. And you don't use too much of it for the process, but you just want to make sure that you have it nearby. And then you have your designer paper. So these are pre-cut using my Cricut. However, if you wanted to cut them by hand, you can cut them by hand. You just need to make sure that you cut each piece evenly and that you punch a hole for your jump ring at the top. The easiest way to do it is to cut it with the Cricut or other cutting machine. You would need 2 pieces for each earring of the designer paper. So I have 4 pieces here. And then you would need 4 inner pieces per earring. And these are a heavier cardstock. This is about a 110 pound. I always like to use the heavier cardstock in the middle to make the earrings solid and sturdy, to where you will never know that it is paper. And when you get done, you'll know what I mean. So I have 4 for each earring of that. So now I'm just gonna put my hardware to the side. I also have some rubber stoppers for the backs of the earrings. And you can pick those up from pretty much anywhere.
Janae, do you have your Cricut nearby?
I
Is
do
it
not.
near you? No, you don't. Okay. You can always go to Cricut online or go to Michael's and look up Cricut, CIRCUT, and see that she doesn't have one close by. I'm sorry about that.
Sorry, but I use the Cricut Explore Air and I love it. I'm looking to get a Cricut maker, but that's a whole nother story. So what you want to do to start is you want to go ahead and grab your 4 pieces for one earring, for the middle of one earring. And you want to start by puddling your glue on top of the piece with your brush. Really simple. You don't want to brush it on because you want it to kind of puddle and create a bond. So you're just going to kind of tap the glue onto the piece. Don't worry about the hole for the jump ring. You'll be able to kind of get the glue out of there later.
Got a couple of questions. Where did you get your black cardstock from?
I actually purchased this cardstock from Michael's as well. It's by Recollections.
Okay. And what size do you cut in Cricut? The cut your size, you know, what
Really,
size do you cut it?
to you on what size you want to do. This particular cut that I'm using right now is about a 2.5 or a 2 inch. And it really, it varies for me depending on the style of earring I want. You want it to be bold, you want it to be dainty. You just have to make a decision based on that.
Okay, great question. Great question.
Here
Why do you dab on and not brush it on?
Because brushing on leaves a thinner layer, and what you want it to do is really bond with each other. You want both sides to come together and stay, and you want seepage. You want it to seep out because that lets you know that it's in there good. So what I'm gonna do is just press it down pretty hard, try to make it as even as possible. And then I'm gonna pick it up, and if I have a napkin nearby, I may wanna wipe off my edges, but mostly you wanna push the glue down into your edges, because what that does is creates even more of a foundation for your earring to stay.
You're welcome, Leslie.
And so that's one layer. And now you'll have 2 more pieces that you'll put down the same way. Same process.
Anybody else have any other questions? Please feel free to ask. And this is like, you can do so many things. You guys, let your imaginations run wild with this. You can either use the same pieces of paper on both sides. You can change the paper. You can do this you can even make this like really quick for this weekend for any gift giving, occasions. Okay, will this be available to rewatch and practice? Absolutely. And probably in 24 to 48 hours, this will be up on the Michaels platform, Andrisha, so that you'll be able to watch it. But also, if you'll go over to, and you guys drop her link to her website and the kit, she's gonna have a kit and a class, a more in-depth class where she's giving discounts in case you wanna, do that, or get the kit and follow along, or just follow along here. Okay. The paper pad is from Capital Chic Designs, Capital Chic, and that is from Michaels. You can go to michaels.com, and her name is Lamika Alston. She's a good friend in the community, and it's right there on the Michaels platform. You can purchase it there. Can you write on the earrings with a Sharpie or any other type of pen for decorations?
You absolutely could. You would want to make sure that you have, of course, the paper that it's going to show up on. And then you also still want to make sure that it's not going to smear when you cover it, because you're going to want to cover it with the sealant at the end.
Absolutely. Yes, Deidre, it is available at Michaels. If you can't find it in your local store, you can just go to michaels.com and look up Capital Chic in the search bar, and it'll be there.
Adding my final layer of the interior piece.
That is correct. Crafting 2021. She says essentially the middle layer would be composed of 4 layers of 100-pound paper cardstock for 1 earring. Yes,
100. Just a heavy cardstock. Even if you can't find a 110, you want to make sure that it's a heavier cardstock. Nothing flimsy like paper, and not even your paper pads. They're typically not going to be thick enough.
Now, Latasha says she loves your work. And Sophia asked, if you don't have 110-pound cardstock, can you use 65-pound instead?
You can. It just may not be as, sturdy.
What if they use more layers? What if they use more layers?
You could definitely do that. You could definitely do that. I mean, you can do as much as you want or as little. You may not decide that you want them to be as sturdy as mine are. This is just the number that I came up with after trial and error that I felt comfortable with. I like the way that it looks. I like the way that it feels on the ear. So I suggest the 4 layers of the 110. If you use a lighter paper or even a thicker paper, you're going to want to adjust it to your liking. So that is what that looks like.
Yes. There you go. It is the can you show that pad again? It's the Capital Chic Designs paper pad, her latest pad. You can get it at michaels.com, or you can go into the store and hopefully they'll have it on the shelf in the store. A lot of times you go in, a lot of her stuff is already sold out, but you can find it on the website.
And it's beautiful. Like, I just chose that one, but it's so many prints in here.
It is beautiful and has a lot of foil, so much stuff you can do.
Yes.
The supply listing, including the paint brushes, should be on the listing when you signed up for this class. You can always email Janae as well to get it. And in her class, and if you get her kit and all that stuff, you'll have all of the supplies and she'll give you a listing and everything like that. Do you have any tips to get the layers to line up together? I can never seem to layer several pieces together.
So I like to, as you saw me doing before, when I put the glue on and I pick it up and kind of line it up before I press it down. So I definitely always want to do that. It's a lot easier when you're using something more like a circle or a square, something with straight edges. It'll be easier to line it up, but you just want to kind of play with it, because my Podge doesn't stick too hard right away. So you have a little leeway to move it around, but you want to do that before you put it down and start pressing it in.
Mhm.
The other tip I have is when you're cutting your earrings, make sure that you cut knowing that you have a front and a back. So I had to format everything so that I would have one side going one way and the other side going the other way. Unless you're doing a circle, which it wouldn't matter, you just want to make sure that you have the direction of your cut or your shape going the opposite. So now we have the front of the earring and the back. And you choose based on whatever you like. The wonderful thing I like about paper earrings is that every pair looks different, even off of the same piece of paper. So I love unique things, hence the name. So I love the fact that I can make 10 pair of earrings and they all look different. They're similar, but they still are different.
Mhm. Love it. Can you place your Mod Podge layer? Wait a minute. Once you place your Mod Podge layer, can you coat it with resin or epoxy?
I don't do that. For me, I don't like to use resin in the house. So I had to find something that I liked that would not be toxic and that would not require me to leave outside. But I know that there is jewelry grade resin that you may be able to use, but I'm not sure exactly.
Anika, thank you so much for dropping that link to the capital sheet paper. Thank you so much. What tool was that at the end did she do and what did you do with it? I think they missed you punching a hole with the hole
No.
punch.
So I just took the hole punch to kind of clear up the hole where the glue was. Normally I would do that or I would use my pokey tool. This is actually a
Technical term. I love that term, my pokey tool. It's a great technical term.
this is actually for baking or something. I found this in like a Tuesday morning. It has a very sharp tip and it works wonders for my earrings. Like literally, I want to find 10 more of these and just keep them in stock. But it's anything that kind of allows you to poke through the hole and clean it up.
Mhm.
So you can use your hole punch, you can use a tool like this, pretty much anything. You can use an eye pin that you use to make earrings. Just depends on whatever you have around, laying around.
Right, Lauren. She based this paper pad off of Ankara fabric. So I thought that was pretty cool that she did that. Yes, Abigail, go and get you a couple of pads. Like I've got 2 pads myself, here. Like I'm looking at 2 pads and I think I got another one laying around somewhere because I love it so much.
I don't want to talk about how many pads I have.
Don't do that.
It's no one's business. Okay.
It's no one's business how many pads we have.
I just wanted to show that I did the same exact thing for the designer paper. So I just puddled the glue, lined it up and pressed it down. And I'm just going to do the same exact thing on the other side.
Okay. Is the cutting mat you're using at Michael's, is it easy to clean or is it porous?
This is a self-healing cutting mat. I don't even recall where I got it from, but I know you can get them from Michael's and it is easy to clean. I just don't really clean it much because I'm constantly on here using it. But this comes really in handy anytime you're using anything like a pokey tool or anything sharp to protect your surface, as well as to keep things from sticking to your surface. And I use it for everything, like it doesn't move.
Yeah, you can get those those cutting mats at Michael's for sure. You can get them in all different kind of sizes. They are not porous. Yeah, they're not porous, so you're good to go. Andresha, these are, can you hear it? I'm gonna take it out. These are very sturdy. I mean, well, I'm gonna say sturdy. I mean, I'm flicking it, you can hear it. It's very sturdy. Once they dry hard. And she's gonna show you how to seal them once she's done. What size is your hole punch?
Ooh, this hole punch is like the tiniest size that I could find. It's really small. I'm not sure the measurement, but it has a little dot on it. That's the size of it. And I actually use this for something else that I'm going to show you guys once we're done. But this I just picked up from, I probably picked this up from Michael's too. And it's just to punch holes in paper. That's all I use it for. Nothing too thick.
Mhm. Anika says it's a cake tester to stick in the middle. Yeah, it's a cake to test and see if it's done.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah,
My pokey thingy. That's
your pokey
my
thingy.
pokey thing.
And Lakita gave a good a suggestion. She says you can use your weeding tool from your Cricut that you use. You can use a weeding tool.
Oh, see, I don't like to use my Cricut tools on things that are not for that. You know,
I know.
I
Cricut
try to preserve them,
right?
you know?
Right. Andresha says she appreciates you for taking time out to share your skill with us.
Oh, no problem. Thank you for being here.
Yeah.
So that is what it looks like on both sides.
Mhm.
Okay. And you just want to press it down really well, like I said, until you have seepage coming out. You just wipe that away, keep a napkin to the side. You can use gloves if glue bothers you. Obviously, I'm not bothered by the glue. But you just want to make sure that you get, a lot of glue in there so that it stays together. We want it to be nice and sturdy.
Nice and sturdy. Have you ever used different products to bond the layers? You're welcome, Patty.
I have not. I find that I like the way my Podge starts off pretty pliable and dries hard. So I really like that. The only thing I've done is, no, I actually know. This is the best way that I found to do it.
Mm-hmm. Andresha, you can get the 6x6, or I suggest you get the 12x12 size because you can get so many different pieces out of a 12x12 sheet. So that's what I would do. And
Yeah.
that's the size that she has, the 12x12 size.
But you can, especially if you're using a cutting machine, you can get multiple earrings out of a 6x6 as well. 12x12, you can get a lot. It really depends on the look you're going for. Are you particular about where you cut on the paper? Because like I said, every earring is going to be different. But you can do a lot with the 12x12 sheets. So I definitely suggest going 12x12.
From start to finish, how long before they can be worn or gifted?
I would say once you get done layering, you want to let the top layers dry at least, I would say like an hour before you flip it over and paint the other side, and then let it dry really well before you attach the hardware and wear them. So I would give it about 24 hours total.
So listen, y'all, if y'all don't have no gifts for the weekend, you guys probably either got some paper around the house, and this is just the shape. You can use any shape you want. You can cut circles or, circles or squares or whatever kind of shape. It's like there's no limit on what you can do, and do this same thing. And then guess what? You got a whole bunch of stuff for people, and that's unique. Nobody else is going to have it. Anika says this might be a dumb question. No dumb questions, but can you use this same process for necklace pendants or bracelets?
Absolutely. I have not tried it yet. It's on my list, but I definitely feel like it's possible. Anything is possible with paper. Anything.
Listen, Patty, I know how you think. I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking. You're like, let me go out here and make a whole bunch of stuff tonight. They'll be ready tomorrow. I can put the hardware in them tomorrow night. They'll be ready on Saturday to package up, and on Sunday I can give it to them. Look, I know
there's so many different things. You can find the paper that you like, and then you can add your personal touch to it. You can paint, you can add some type of rhinestones, or you can do with it what you want. But the beauty of the paper is that it creates a great foundation, and then you can just, if you love the paper, you can just leave it like that.
Y'all can think about, that's right, name earrings or necklaces, cut the name out on your Cricut, layer it. You can do bling. For those of you guys that like bling or glitter, can you imagine blinging out the child? Look, we going down a rabbit hole. Y'all gonna all be in. There ain't gonna be no more paper pads on Michaels.com because they're on sale. Okay, they're on sale.
I didn't know that. I don't need to know that.
What was the piece to attach earring? Was it 24K? And when those were these at Michaels?
If you're talking about the jump rings, I did not get those from Michaels. I got them in bulk, but the ones I use in particular are 22 karat gold plated. Yes.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
Michaels does have some premium metal jump rings.
Yeah.
You just got to catch them.
Always make sure that you're getting the non-tarnish or nickel-free hardware so they don't change on you, because that ain't cute. Okay, that's not cute. And Andresa, yes, you can use SVGs. You can use SVGs. What pieces do I need for the earring part and where I can get it? She was just saying that you can get them at Michaels in the jewelry section. You need a jump ring and an ear wire. Yes, glitter dusted jewelry. Anika, everything's better with glitter or bling.
Yes.
They already brought all the paper up, Shantae. Are they out of it? I love. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Andresha. You want me to adopt you? You'll have a whole lot of sisters. I got a whole lot of nieces out here. Go over and follow me in my group on Facebook, which is the Creative Boss Collective, TM for trademark, the Creative Boss Collective. Pretty soon next month, what is this, May? Next month, I will be opening up the Inner Circle, which is my paid membership. So if you want to still be adopted, make sure that you're in our main free group so that you can get to know us and get to know me. And then you might want to come on in and check us out. What is an SVG? I cannot remember the technical term. It's something vector graphic, vector graphic. Misha, I know she's in here. She gonna tell me.
Scalable.
Scalable vector graphic. And so that's basically where it is a graphic that is a shape or a style and it's broken apart so you can resize it and recolor it and things like that. Like this shape right here was a vector graphic. She created it, and when you download it, you can stretch it and make it bigger or smaller, and it won't get pixelated or it won't get out of disjointed, out of warped, out of shape.
Shout out to one of my tribe members and one of the prior instructors on the series, Jessica Harris of Sincere Sentiments by Jess. She actually created my SVG for me. I told her what I wanted and she created it. It came to life.
You can do that, Andresha. You can use a woman who had an afro, like a silhouette of an afro. Yes, you can do that. The sky's the limit. The sky is the limit with this. I think Mod Podge have glitter Podge for outside if you like. Great idea. Great idea. Kiosha's like, we deep. Yes, I have a lot of people. Andresha said, I want to be mentored by you. I'm saying, okay, come on. You can always inbox me to get more information, okay? You can email me at hello@misscreativeceo.com to get more direct information, okay? Thank you, Elizabeth. Oh, see, you got 2 sets right there.
Earrings. And I can choose which side I want to be the front and which I want to be the back. But right now, that's not even important. Once you have this foundation, you can probably tell if you guys are going along that it's already somewhat dry, which is cool. The outer layers are the ones that you want to let dry the longest because you want it to have an even sheen and you don't want to mess it up when you go to put your jump rings on. So now what you're going to do that's different from what you've been doing is you're going to paint the glue on top. So I like to put my Podge out in small quantities and just keep pouring as I need it because you don't want it to dry out. And I have a huge bottle of Mod Podge, of course.
Well, Andresha, you halfway into the tribe. If you've been in Hatane's classes, then you halfway there. She said she already drank the Kool-Aid. I didn't see that.
Come on in. It's the best place on earth. Okay.
Yeah, okay, so let's get technical about the SVGs. Elizabeth dropped it, says SVG is an image file formatted, created specifically for designing two-dimensional vector and vector raster graphics for websites. Misha, the scalable vector can be stretched without losing its quality. There you go. Oh, Andrisha, check this out, Janae. I feel like crying because I think I finally found something I can do that can be good at when I start my business in honor of my angel son, who I lost last year. Look at
That's
that.
so beautiful.
Look at that.
Listen, this is it, and it's fun, and you're gonna go paper crazy. So I'm sorry in advance.
Sorry, not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry.
So glad. Thank
Welcome
you for
to the
being
dark
here and sharing that, Andrisha.
so
It means
much.
a lot. Yeah. Deborah said her paper will be delivered tomorrow. Laverne said, since the jump rings come in different sizes, which ones are you using?
I like to use a 7 or an 8 typically millimeter, just because I want to make sure that it has enough room to hang, to dangle. And on these, because I want to make sure that the earring faces the right direction when it's worn, I use 2 jump rings. So you just want to keep in mind how you want it to hang, how you want it to wear when you're putting it together.
Your name though got me stumped. Christ's sakes. She says, this is awesome. Thank you for sharing this technique with us. She loves learning new crafts. I love that.
You're welcome. Thank you for coming.
She said, hi,
over it again.
Yeah. That's right, Andrisha. You can't have enough.
But one thing I do want to mention is you're going to put at least 4 layers. I put at least 4 layers of Mod Podge on the top, and on the bottom, of course. And that's just because I like to make sure I have a nice sheen, and I also like to make sure it's nice and hard. Like Karen was saying, when she taps her earrings, it's pretty hard. Like I can tap mine. That's because I made sure that I put enough coats of Mod Podge. But again, it's all to your liking. If you find that you don't want them to be that hard, then you can do less. There
you go. Yes, it dries clear. Mod Podge dries clear. And Absolutely. They have one that's like glossy. So it's like super glossy when it dries. So yeah, doesn't matter if we use orange container or green Mod Podge that says paper. I only use gloss, this one. Okay, there you go. That doesn't mean that you can't use the others. You probably can. I just particularly love this one. And it makes it to where I can use a matte finish paper and I always get a gloss. Love it. Could you use a foam brush? I find that the foam brush leaves a different texture. I've done it before, but I particularly like having a paintbrush to do it. But again, if you try it and you like the foam brush, by all means, it works. I didn't like it too much when I used it. Yes, Anika, you can do stud or button earrings. She's going to show you a few of those she has that she's made before. You definitely can make studs. Now, in between coats, like if you want to let it dry a little bit, or if you just want to move on and do another pair, or you want to set up for another pair, you always want to make sure that your brush does not dry with the glue. So I always keep a cup of water nearby, and I just swirl my brush in here a little bit, kind of getting that excess glue off. Christ's sakes, it's easy to change your name. It's no worries. In your screen, if you're looking in your screen in your little window, there should be like 3 buttons, 3 dots in the corner. If you click that, it has several different options, and there's one that says rename, and you can name it whatever, but your name is whatever you want your name to be. It's no worries to us. Oh yeah, here's your studs right here. So these particularly are for kids. These are little girl earrings.
They are like a iridescent stripe print. And I just put them on this card as a backing. And they have stainless steel posts. And this actual technique to create studs and also to create the style like what I'm wearing or what Karen is wearing, that technique I teach in my course. I teach you how to design from scratch and how to create neat and clean earrings, because I'm really all about quality, where your posts are hidden and everything comes out professional. So yeah, these are kids ones. They're very lightweight. These are about, I think these are 1/4 of an inch round, and they're lightweight. Like I said, I only use quality posts. These are stainless steel, hypoallergenic, and they're pretty cool.
Love it.
Whatever paper you want to use.
Lori, no, you can do all the coats at one time. You don't have to wait an hour between each coat. I'm trying to catch up to the questions. I'm looking at the chat. I'm trying to catch up. Yes, she does teach. She just talked about the studs. She does teach them. How many coats? The top coat, I think she says she does 4. Vinyl, can vinyl be used?
Yes. Actually, my earrings that I'm currently wearing, I have vinyl on top of them. It says Godfidence. I don't know if you guys can see that.
Hold on, let me find you. And there you are. Let me add you, add spotlight. Go ahead.
Oh, so yes, I used vinyl to add to these. It says Godfidence. And then I just did some paint strokes. I actually painted the edges of these. So these are like doing some extra stuff, but the possibilities are endless. Once you learn the technique, you can do so many different things. Like you could paint the edges of these if you wanted to.
Have you tried dimensional Mod Podge?
I have not. That sounds fun.
Shelly, it's 4 inner layers and then 2 outside layers. So you're talking about 6 layers altogether per earring. Does the actual brush, she says Natalia says that she always has streaks, but so does an actual brush eliminate the streaks because she uses the foam?
Yes, that's the part that I didn't like about the foam. The streaks are still somewhat visible with the brush, but they don't look like as exaggerated as the foam does. I actually don't mind the streaks with the brush because you can't see it unless you're like really up on it trying to see, But in passing or anything, you don't notice that at all.
Thank you, Andresha. She says she's proud of her culture. She just wanted to say that. Appreciate that. We do. Yes. How do we get Michaels to extend this series or give you a monthly or quarterly throughout the year? Also, I know I'm being greedy and I'm not ashamed. I love it. You know what you're doing, Nika? Michaels is on here right now. They hear you. They hear it. They're reading the chat themselves. And you have to let them know in the survey when they send the survey. And also you can always email them. I know they have the contact or whatever in there. You can email them, but they hear you. But definitely in those surveys, you got to let them know if you want me to keep this going and stay on the platform, you got to say, where's Karen? Where's Karen? Where's Miss Creative CEO? Where's she at? When's she coming back? They'll bring me back. Where can you get the stainless steel post from?
I actually purchased mine in bulk from Amazon, but you can Google different places that sell them. They come in different sizes, so keep that in mind. But yeah, they're easy to come by.
Patty says, speaking of children's earrings, is this treatment waterproof once it dries or will they be ruined?
So I would not dunk them in water. I would not go swimming. I would not wash them. I definitely, when I give my care cards, I tell people do not get them wet. It is still paper. The Mod Podge acts as a barrier, but it doesn't completely block the water. So if too much water is going to kind of disintegrate.
Have you ever used triple thick instead of Mod Podge on the outside?
No, I have seen people do that. I have not. I just really like the Mod Podge finish. I fell in love with it. And that's what I stuck with.
Anybody that's looking for, thank you, Deidre. Thank you. Anybody looking for Janae's classes, the link is being dropped. Oh, thank y'all. I really appreciate that. I was gonna ask y'all toward the end, are you liking the format? Are you feeling this? Want to continue? And y'all beat me to the punch. Lakita said that Mod Podge makes a dishwasher safe one.
I did want to try that. I did.
Yeah, Deborah also says there is a waterproof Mod Podge. I wonder, is it as glossy as the gloss Mod Podge?
I have to have my gloss, so I'm willing to try it and see, but I definitely would want it to be glossy because I love the gloss finish. It's just nothing like it.
Oh, I love it. How many inner layers on the earrings you're wearing?
4.
Okay.
And because it's a solid black, so what I did with these is I just used all of the black cardstock. So this is all heavy cardstock. And I just put, instead of the layers of designer paper on the outside, I put this regular cardstock on the outside. But then I dressed it up myself. So, you know, you can do different things. You can make it your own.
Y'all like that? That is good. Okay, what we got next? What's next? You put the stuff on them?
Yes, I just want to let it dry a little bit. I'm not gonna, for the sake of the class, I'm not gonna do both sides of both earrings, but I just wanted to let it dry so that when I put the jump ring on, it doesn't mess anything up. When you're creating the earrings, you just want to keep in mind that you want to have room to put the jump ring in. So in my course that I have coming up, I'll be explaining the size that you need to make your jump ring hole, and also how far away from the edge that you need to make it for it to be functional, because we want functional jewelry, right? So yeah,
I love it.
Letting it dry a little so that when I put the jump ring on, it doesn't mess up my coat of Mod Podge. But it's pretty dry already.
It's getting there. Well, while we're waiting, let me go ahead and take a commercial break. First of all, I want to let me put myself up here. So, where am I? Here I am. Add spotlight. So every week there are communities on Facebook that support me and Michael's in this movement that we are doing, you know, trying to bring real people to the stage so you can see everyday folks doing it. And they allow me and my team to promote my classes in their groups, and they promoted themselves as well. And I'm super excited and super thankful for that. So I always want to give, you know, show my gratitude by mentioning them. And these are all Facebook communities. So if for some reason, you want to join some of these communities to learn more about crafting and get more connected and maybe even find your own tribe within that community, check them out. So the first one is Inspired Paper Community. Inspired Paper Community. The next one is Black Girls Who Craft with Cricut. Black Girls Who Craft with Cricut. We also have A Black Woman Made That, the official craft group. We have the Mommy Grind, Black Girls Craft LLC, the Creative Brown Girl Community, the Lotus Group, CP&S Boutique VIPs, the Tea Talk, Mujga Clip Arts, Let's Craft and Sell, Waist Speed Village, as well as independently, but not so independently, Misha Bazemore with Coco Twins. And I cannot forget my own group that's always supportive, the Creative Boss Collective on Facebook, as well as Paint Pouring Anonymous. So you guys make sure that you show love to those communities because they are showing love to me and by extension to you. And so learn from them. And some of these people that are running these communities will be on this platform in the upcoming weeks. This is week, what is this? Week 7. This is week 7 of this series. And hopefully we will be able to continue it on in one shape or form. Just make sure you following me so you don't miss anything. Don't miss nothing. Okay. All right. You ordered some paper, Janae, from you're welcome, Laverne. You'll thank Janae for the rabbit hole you're about to be down.
Oh,
okay?
Yeah. Sorry.
Thank
Not sorry.
her. You know.
Sorry, not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry. Would you be able to write them down, Leslie? What are you talking about? Write what down? Do you place them on a drying rack?
I have before when I'm doing large quantities. Otherwise, I just let them dry on a piece of wax paper, something, or parchment paper, excuse me, something where they're not gonna stick. That's the main thing. You don't want them sticking because they would pick up whatever you got them stuck to. It will be on your earring and it'll be ruined.
It'll be ruined, right?
Not good.
Miss Reed says you're having a great class. Janine says you look beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes. I'm trying to see. Awesome class. Awesome class. I keep seeing that. Have you tried a blow dryer on the earrings to help them dry faster? That's a good one.
I have not. I really like the idea of just walking away and then coming back and then dry. Yes. And then I can do something different with them.
Thank you, Anika. I wasn't sure what she was saying. Some of the people have dropped their links. Some of the leaders of those communities have dropped their links in the chat. So scroll a little bit and the leaders, if you're in here of some of those communities, if you want to drop them again, so the ladies can either write them down or click them and make sure that you're doing. Thank you, Anika. I appreciate all your help. Oh, I see. Okay, Leslie. Okay, I got you, Leslie. Thank you, Angeline. Okay, she said, Abigail says she'll never be able to look at pattern paper again. She's gonna see it every time. Okay, Leslie, Tanisha did it, but I am gonna send it to you directly so you'll have it. Here we go.
And right now I'm just brushing over the edges just to make sure that they stay together as well.
Yay, Donna. I'm so excited that you'll be back. Thank you for being here. Can you add, yeah, Kiyoshi, you can't add to it. You can add vinyl to it. Awesome, Patricia.
Is that my mommy?
No. No, that one isn't.
You see how people turn into kids? I'm like, is that my mommy?
I know, right? I do the same thing. Speaking of, is my mom on here? Let me see. Yep, she is. I see Lily's iPhone. I'm like, she is. So let us see. I'm gonna pull up some of the people who are working along. Let's see what you got, Miss Lakita Parker. You got yours going?
Can't hear you.
They might not let you. I don't think.
Oh, she can't mute.
Oh, let me see. I can ask to unmute. Did you see me ask you to unmute?
Yes.
There you go.
I'm a little bit behind because I had mine out. I didn't come off, cut them out on the Cricut, but you can't hardly see. They're like a marble.
Ooh, that's pretty.
Hey, that's
it's purple. And it's
yes.
purple, so it's perfect. I love it. I love it.
And then the second one it's a little more purple in it.
Oh, I love the idea that you can mix it up and be different. I love it. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Lee. Hey, lady, let me see yours. Let me see. How can I ask to unmute? Where's the ask to unmute thing? It's okay. Just show it. You using the same paper.
Nice.
It's looking good.
Looks
And
good.
she's
Oh,
glitterized. She's putting glitter. Everything's better with glitter, girl. I love it.
I love it.
Everything's better with glitter. Now let's replace and show Yvonne. Hold yours up.
Ooh.
Ooh, I love that. And it's big.
Yeah.
You did a big one. So you trying to make a statement, girl. I love it. And yes, your mommy is here.
Hi, Mom. That means my baby is here too, because she has her.
I love it. Okay, and now we have Miss Pat. How are you? Don't y'all look? Don't she look like she's sitting in a Michael's store right now? Don't she? She look like she's in Michael's.
Oh, those are
I love them.
Love it.
All right, I see you. I see you, Danny. What you got for me? Pretty. She on it.
Love it.
Oh yeah. I see Danny. She gonna try to figure out how to add resin to it.
Resin.
She gonna figure it out. She about to figure it out. We're gonna redo the whole thing. Hey, Shalita, where you at? Yes, I love it. I love it. Right. Let's put Pat back on the screen. Everybody want to move in into your craft room. Look, she is in the store. She's in Michael's. She is in Michael's right now, sitting down, making earrings. Like seriously.
So unfair. Look, it's so unfair that she lives.
So unfair, right? It is so unfair. April Johnson, how you doing? What you got? Just hold it up.
Let's see.
Oh, those are, ooh, I love.
Love it.
Love the cut. Y'all see it's a different shape. It's a circle. See, I love it.
Love circles. Ladies love circles, okay? Ladies love circles.
Yes, a good circle earring is always good. Popping. Okay, now we've got, who is it? This is Carol. Nice. I see she's working on hers. Nice. Yes. Now we've got Angela coming up. Look at that. Y'all see what she did? Angela always gotta be extra though.
She's so extra, right?
I love it. So y'all see what she did. Y'all can have a nice picture and cut the circle out or cut the picture out and make an earring out of it. Just that quick. Okay, just that quick. Love it. Thank you. And we've got Hatane. Hatane got hers going. Cute.
Love
cute.
Love it.
Cute. I love it. Yes, honey. Oh, and Kelly, are you working too? Yeah, let me pull you up on the stage. Yes, pretty. I love it.
Awesome.
You kind of looking like you in a mini Michael's yourself back there. I see you. Okay. I see you. I love it. Thank you so much for popping up. All right, Janine, we're back to you. Janae, we are back to you.
Okay. Well, I did want to point out that I like to go over the edges with the Mod Podge just a little bit and just kind of smooth it out over the edge just to make sure that it's secure. But most of the time when you're painting over the top and the bottom, it's going to go over to the edge anyway. So you don't have to pay a lot of attention to the edges. You just want to maybe put one coat over all of the edges. And you just literally brushing it along and then letting it dry. So this one I actually am going to let dry. And then I'm going to show you how to attach the hardware to this one. I did not paint the other side of this one because I wanted to be able to show you how to connect it and I wanted it to be dry. So I'm just gonna take my jump ring. One thing about jump rings, never ever open them this way. Never pull a jump ring open like this, it's ruined. So that's just something to keep in mind. I'm using a nylon plier. You don't have to, this just keeps from damaging the jump rings or any type of metal wire that you're using. So I like to use that one. And then I also like to use my crimping pliers just because it's handy and I just need to hold the other side of the jump ring. And I just want to open it this way, kind of slowly, not too forcefully. If you do it too hard, you'll notice that if you rub your hand down here, you'll feel like a little roughness where it's like it's gonna break, basically. So you want to make sure you don't feel that. And if you do it slowly and you do it in the right direction, you shouldn't have that problem. So I want to go ahead and open both of my jump rings so that they will be open. And then same thing, I'm gonna hold it and slowly open out this direction. And then what I like to do is go ahead and attach my earring to one of the jump rings and then attach the rest after that. So what I'm gonna do is put it on there, kind of take your hand and feed it through the hole. It's easier to use the crimp for this one. And then I'm gonna just kind of turn it around and have it up this way. Now, since I went ahead and opened my other jump ring, I can go ahead and close this one. Same thing, except in the opposite direction. Keeping it close so you don't have a gap because you want it to be pretty much sealed. Oh, you want it to be pretty much sealed. Not over directed.
I'm back in the frame.
There we
Please.
go. Sorry.
Yeah.
You want to make sure that it's sealed, but not over directed. And it should just be like right on top of each other. So that is what that will look like. You guys can see that. And then I'll attach my second jump ring on top of this one. So now I want to pay attention to the direction that the earring falls into, because whatever side I chose to be in my front, and that's up to you, I just want to make sure I attach the hook in the direction that it's going to fall forward. So because again, this is paper, both sides are different. This side has more orange. This side has pink and orange. I think I like the pink and orange side to show. So I want to make sure that my hook is facing away from the pink and orange side. So my hook is here. And because I want my hook to be facing away from the side that I want to be showing, I'm just going to, I'm going to slide it on just like this onto my jump ring. And once it's on there, I get my tool again.
Andresha,
Same
when you poked the hole, when you cut them out, right, Janae, you would have poked the hole already.
Yes.
With yeah. So when you cut them out, you take your hole puncher and you poke the hole where you want it to go before you start to glue them all together, right, Janae?
Yes. You want to have your hole punched prior to putting them together.
And that's an easy way to help line them up because you want all the holes to be lined up together.
Yes, absolutely.
You are so welcome.
And that is your earring.
Leslie, you are good to go. I'm here for you. I'm here for y'all tonight. She says, I know you're busy. Sweetheart, I'm here for you. The group or place you mentioned, my group is the Creative Boss Collective. My team will drop the link to the group in the chat. The Creative Boss Collective TM on Facebook is where you can find me. And you can also inbox me on Facebook or on Instagram. That is so stupid cute. I want them. Send them to me. You have my address.
You know, you got it. You know, you got it. Okay.
I love
Never
them. They're so stinking cute. Can y'all see those with like a cute little sundress? Or, you know, are y'all brains on fire like mine with all the possibilities that you can do with this?
Now,
Like, oh my goodness, some denim in white. Oh yes, the kit, and this is the paper that you're gonna get. Yes, with a cute maxi dress and a cute haircut, like the one I get, you know, short haircut so they can really show off.
she said like the one I got. I can't.
Right, we got to dance off for them to love them to right. Look, Mary is like, I gotta go buy supplies. I gotta go buy supplies.
Yes.
Right.
And look, you'll look at paper differently. Every piece of paper you get, you'll look at it like, oh, that could be an earring.
Yes.
And then it's the slippery slope from there.
Welcome.
So look,
Yes,
I wouldn't be me if I didn't package it up really pretty.
You gotta show them. You gotta show them. You gotta show them.
Packaging is my thing, right?
Yes,
Okay.
it is.
So I absolutely love packaging. Part of my brand is the experience. So I actually, as part of my School of Rock, Paper, Scissors, I teach courses where I teach women how to level up their packaging and their customer experience. So one of the things that I create in these courses is this bag. This is made out of cardstock as well. And it can be as pretty as you want it or as simple. This one is really clean. It's just black with gold liner. And I have it branded, of course, because I love branding and marketing materials. So that's one of the things that I create. And then I also do create boxes as well. So this is also made out of cardstock, and this can be used for jewelry. It can be used for earrings. It can be used for cards, greeting cards, mini cards. You can make the regular size box, which I have a completed one here, but I have one, this size box holds A2 cards. So these are things that I teach in my courses that I have. I currently have one that is a recording available, and I just recently did a live course on the boxes. So
before you go on, let's stop for a minute, because I want you to talk more about this packaging. But sometimes we do not have time to get the people that win the gift card. So I want to give people an opportunity to get their stuff in. So I had a correction. I actually had 3 gift cards this week, because one of our beautiful tribe sisters, Miss Cat, she won one of the weeks, and she wants to pay it forward and give it to someone else, because she's in my tribe, and she's like, that's what we do, we share. So I'm gonna bring one of my team members up, Ms. Elizabeth Aaron. And she's going to ask a couple of questions, and y'all get prepared to drop them. Go ahead, Elizabeth.
Hey, ladies. Oh, wait, we may have some men in here. Hey, everybody. So I hope you were paying attention throughout the night. She gave some information that will help you when you make your earrings. So my first question is, what did she call adding the glue to the inside layers? Oh, she has it. Her name is Lauren Hubbard. Oh, wait, it went fast. She has a hyphenated name. Lauren Herbert Murray. She has it right. It's puddling. So that's how she added the inside layers when she was doing the black solid cardstock.
congratulations.
Lori is asking, how do we sign up to win a gift card? It's like right now. Answer the question. Right. Thank you, Tanisha, right now.
Yeah, she answered one of the questions. She's been given information throughout the night. So the questions pertain to something she's told you.
Mm-hmm.
So you want to do question 2 and 3 right now?
Oh, we got 4. Another person in the tribe says she wants to pay it forward and give a gift card as well. This is a good class. So we got 4 cards to give away this week. Oh my goodness. Okay. So we got one down, 3 more to go.
Question 2 is going to be eliminated, and we're going to give that gift card away, alphabetical order. And I thank y'all. I thank y'all.
Look at her. And her last name is Aaron, AA. So you unless you got Aaron in your name, you can forget it. She's so wrong. Go ahead.
Okay. So here's another question. What kind of pliers did she mention she liked to use when adding the jump rings? Oh, wait. Oh, go. Yolanda Nicole. She is right, nylon, because it doesn't damage the finish and it doesn't put a scratch or anything on them. So she showed those and they look like they had like a coating on it that was smooth. It'll grip, but it won't damage anything. So that's question 2. All right. Question 3. How many jump rings are used per one set of earrings? I gotta go down. Oh, I don't know how to say the name. Lori put him on.
2 words, Lori Putnam.
Lori Putnam.
Mhm.
Look, I can't spell and all that and read that right. I'm an accountant. I can keep track of your dollars. So she got that right.
Yay, Lori.
Okay. And where's my other question? Okay. How many layers of solid cardstock is used? I ain't finished. I ain't finished. How many layers of solid cardstock is used per, and that she used tonight, per one earring? Y'all cheating. Okay, let me stroll.
Let me just say, I'm just looking at these women. They are beautiful. Oh, and I see Andrea Dixon with her little man. I love it.
My cousin.
Oh, that's your. Oh, wow. Okay. Look at how funny is that? I would pick her out to say that. Everybody looks so nice. Even the pictures are nice.
All right, it was 4, and everybody gets that right. Let me stroll up. I don't know how to say her name. And
Leslie is jumping down, hands in the air.
Andriesha. I believe she's first to answer that. Is that 4 questions I asked? Or do we have? Okay.
You asked 4.
Okay.
Awesome. All right. You okay? There
Congratulations, ladies.
Congratulations to all the people that won. Listen, keep coming back because there's more chances and opportunities. And as we get closer to the end, you never know what I might do. I might throw in. You just never know. Okay. All right. I know, right? Okay, so let's get back to Miss Janae. Where is she? Here she is. And I want you to go back to showing us more about the packaging. Now, let me just interject. Packaging is important, and it absolutely, yes, send all your addresses. Please send them to support@misscreativeceo.com. Support@misscreativeceo.com. support@missgreederceo.com. That's the only way you're gonna get these things is if you send it to support@missgreederceo.com. Okay. Now, back to this packaging. Packaging is really important with the perceived value of your products, especially as a handcrafted item. Okay, please understand that. Now, Janae is she specializes in packaging. She is so super extra. And so she makes a lot of her stuff. So Janae, show them boxes. A lot of people was like, the boxes, oh my goodness.
So what did I do with that? Okay. These boxes, and this one I don't have the lid for right now, but this is the same concept. These are about 1 inch deep. They are nice and sturdy, but they're made out of cardstock. And I brand my lids either with my stamp or some other type of branding. I like to create my own branding stickers. I do different things, and I put my showstopper earrings. I like to sell them in these because they are a hot item. It's a showstopper, so it has to have its own packaging, its own, world. And then you can make them in a smaller size. And I teach the techniques to do these in my course that I actually just had a course 2 weeks ago. And I'm working on the recording, which will be released soon. So that is the boxes. You can use them for cards, you can use them for jewelry, you can use them for pretty much anything that's the right size. And the box itself can be adjusted to fit your needs. So it's paper. I love everything. Just saying. But I also create these bags as well. If you've purchased earrings from me, my typical paper earrings, they will typically come in a bag somewhat like this. This is a really extra bag, as you can see. I also love shoes. Can you tell? So I just use the designer paper to create the base of the bag, and then I go crazy with whatever I want. And that's the beauty of it. And I teach you the basic, and you can take it and make it your own. It also has a nice thank you card. One of the things that creates the experience for my customer base is that I always include a handwritten note just to say an extra special thank you for purchasing from me. So packaging is my jam.
Love it.
Which
What weight is the cardstock? Pam asked, what weight is the cardstock for the boxes and bags?
For my box bases, I always like to use a heavy cardstock, so at least a 110. My bags, I actually use something like the Capital Chic paper is a good base to use for those.
Thank you, Leslie. Leslie says we're awesome co-hosts and guests. Thank you so much. Brittany says, what is the name of your course for the boxes?
The boxes, it's under my School of Rock, Paper, Scissors, and it's called the Elegant and Sturdy Box Course. Again, we just had the live course, the live class. The second one was a couple of weeks ago, and I'm working on a recorded class. I'm not sure if I'll do it live again, but definitely join my email list so that you hear first.
Absolutely, absolutely. And also tonight, tell them about the discount they can get.
So yes, for one thing is I did sell kits before this class and they sold out pretty fast. So if you didn't get a chance to get a kit, what I am going to do is load some more to the website tonight, and they will be using the Capital Chic paper, so you can create along with me again, watching the recording. And I have a limited number of those that'll go on sale tonight, as well as my course that's coming up on the 22nd of May. I will be doing the full earring course, which will teach you how to do the 2-part. I will give you all of the vendors that I use. I will give you the design techniques, everything that you need to create your own paper earrings for your brand. That course has been released as well as kits for that as well. And I'm going to give a 25% discount. 25%. Okay. From now until tomorrow at noon. Tomorrow at noon, the code will no longer work. And it's just Michael's. They should be dropping links for you in the chat to let you know where to go. And you'll just put Michael's in at checkout and you'll get 25% off of those items.
Alicia said, what if you just want to purchase because she's not creative? Yes, you are, Alicia. You're here. You're here at Michael's for a reason. You're creative. You just have to find the right thing that gets you going. So get the kit and then or take a class, and I guarantee you something will spark. Something will spark. Okay.
And even if you also can get that same discount off of the earrings as well. So it's earrings, courses, and kits. 25% off until noon tomorrow.
Did you make that flower behind you?
I
Laura
did.
wants to know.
It's
Yep.
I did.
Love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So let's do this. Let's get the ladies up on screen. Let's see some of their finished products. If they are, I'm going to ask to unmute Danny first and then bring her on up. Let's see yours.
Well, I didn't put my jump rings in because I thought they were still wet, but they're not.
Okay.
But they are.
You see that?
Janae, listen. I already got another rabbit hole to go down. I don't need a second one at the same time. Just one at a time, y'all. One at a time.
You can handle it. It's fine.
That's right. You can do it. You can do it. They're going to be cute. I would love for the people who made this, make sure that you tag us, post on your Instagram or your Facebook and tag Miss CEO and Miss Creative CEO, Michaels and Unique Design so we can see all of your work. Patricia, I ask you to unmute and have you come on up and let us see what you got.
I didn't put my jump rings on as well because mine is still wet, but here they are.
They're super cute.
Super cute.
Love it.
I can't wait to see y'all finished products because all y'all extra. So I can't wait to see. I can't wait to see.
In your new earrings. Please tag me.
All right, Lee, what you got? She wearing hers.
Hey.
I love it.
Lee said, I'm not waiting. I love. Look at that. In this one class, she got a whole pair of earrings. Ready to go. Y'all, I'm going to see earrings all on my timeline. I know I am. I love it. I love it. Okay, Yvonne, ask you to unmute. And Yvonne has her big earring on. I love it. You gonna make sure you see Yvonne coming down the road. Do not get it twisted. You know I'm here with this earring.
And I don't even really wear big earrings. I actually made this for my daughter because she will actually wear the big ones. But these are so comfortable.
You don't even feel, even at that size, you don't
look
even
at this. It's just like
hard already.
Yes, I love it. I will be making some more.
Yeah. I love it.
Can't wait to see them.
Lakita, I ask you to unmute and you come on up.
Okay, mine aren't dry, so I started on a different pair.
Okay, that's okay.
Can you see them? They're like a coral, sparkly.
Oh, I can see it a little bit.
It's hard to see them.
It's hard to see them a little bit, but they're gonna be cute. I do know that.
Right.
I do know they're gonna be
sure.
Cute. For
Love
sure. Yep. Thank you.
Thank you.
Carol Carruthers, I unmuted you or asked you to unmute, and I'm bringing yours up. You got yours done?
Cute.
Yeah, she's ready. They look good.
Love it.
And she made
Oh no, that's the kit. That's her
the
kit.
kit. She got the kit.
Mhm.
Well, I ask you to unmute if you can, if you want to say anything. If not, it's okay. Okay, Kelly, I got you. Let's put you up here on the platform. Kelly's wearing hers too. I love it. I love it.
Janae has me make, I've made her bags, I've made her boxes.
Yes,
Now I
Kelly
have
has taken a
earrings.
couple of my courses, so that's
Yes.
awesome. I love it. How do they feel?
They feel awesome. They are very light. I love them.
I love
You
it. I
see 'em?
love it.
Awesome job. They're cute.
They are cute. You're cute, cute.
Thank
How about
baby.
you? Unmute, Angela. How are you?
I'm good. I switched to a different earring.
Look, 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 look.
Oh,
Look at the shape.
extra.
Look at the shape. I told y'all she extra. Look at the shape.
That's
I
what
love,
I'm gonna switch to.
I love it.
Too, so I had to switch.
I love
You
it.
had to. It's just
I had
necessary.
to.
I
You know,
understand.
you gotta work with paper.
Yes. It looks cute. I love that shape. I love it.
That is so cute.
All right, Miss April. Ask you to unmute, and there you go. Oh, love it.
I
Those
love
are so
it.
pretty.
Those are really cute.
And then she did the edge. She put the edge around it.
Yes, I
Look
love
at-
it.
with the gold pen. That's the pen that we use on resin art too, on the edges. I love it.
So
Love it.
one of the things that I found that was helpful is in order to hold my paper so that my fingers weren't stuck all over the earring, I just used the paintbrush and put it through the hole.
That's a great idea.
So then
Cool.
I could put the glue on and not have to touch it. And
Mhm.
then as I put each piece on, I slid it down and then smashed it onto the paintbrush so I wouldn't get fingerprints all over it. And then to let it dry, I just stuck it in the pencil holder.
Look at her. She
Hey.
done figured this whole thing out.
Come on with the shape.
She done figured this whole thing out. There you go. I love it. Thank you, April. And Miss
Right.
Atene, I ask you to unmute and come on up to the stage. Look, she got him on. Look.
Yes.
Yes. I
I
love
love
it. I love it. Don't you love it?
I only made don't
She
do
only
that.
made one.
I only made one. The other one I dropped. The other one is still, I'm still working on it.
Cute.
But
I
it's
love
cute.
it.
Cute, cute. I love it. All right, Miss Janae. This was
But I'm
your
not-
day. Huh?
I'm not using no more of my capital sheet paper for this. I use some other paper. Cause y'all know I got about 3 packs. Don't talk about it.
I understand.
Okay, here we go. So here we are, you and me back together again. Did y'all enjoy this? What's that in your hand? Hold on. What's that in your hand? Oh, that's the earrings. She put them on the earring card. Okay. Did you want to show them how to do that real quick?
I had to just be extra real quick.
Super extra. Y'all see what she did?
So this is just a piece of the paper that I used, a different print actually. And I matted it with a gold piece so that it kind of was an offset. And it's a good presentation, don't you think?
So when you see that, you're going to want to buy that. Okay.
The brand on there, you know?
I love it. I love it. I love it. All right. So here's the thing. Y'all enjoyed this. I'm so happy that you found value and you got something out of this. Christ's sake said, super fun class. Thanks for so much. The experience tagged y'all. And I can't wait to see it. I will be looking. I will be looking. Extra is my thing. That you can't be my friend if you're not extra. I have to rethink our relationship if you're not extra. So let me ask you this, Janae. You enjoyed yourself tonight?
Yeah, this was really fun.
Right. Let me ask you, what would you tell everybody now that you've gotten this experience and behind you and you have leveled up again? Because this week has been incredible for you, but we'll say that for another time.
Okay.
But what would you tell the ladies here? What's your advice?
I
Not
would
just
say,
in crafting, but in business, everything.
honestly, my advice is something that can go across the board. In life, I feel that when things get really uncomfortable, we tend to go the opposite direction. But when it gets really uncomfortable and it's almost hard to bear, like unbearable, keep going. Don't quit, because the breakthrough is on the other side of that moment. A living, breathing testimony to that. This week alone, everything has come at me from every direction, and I was determined. There have been times when I would have shied away and said, this is not for me, or, something to that effect, but my mindset has shifted. And so I'm not willing to let discomfort stop me from reaching my goals. So whatever it is, whether it be business, personal, just life in general, when it gets tough and uncomfortable, know that you're getting close and keep going. Period. Period, poo.
Okay, that's it. Y'all are going to be hit when you're trying to go to that next level, when it's time for you to do something different, get rid of old beliefs and old stuff. It's going to be necessary for you to still keep pushing to get through to that next level, your next level, not hers, not mine, but yours. You could do it. You could do it. But you have to take responsibility for your own paper hoarding, because Anika out here talking about Janae and Karen, I blame you both when I have to go to PCA or Papercraft Anonymous. Don't fight it, just take responsibility. She's telling us to take responsibility for her actions.
We're gonna enable you and help you at the same time. Okay.
There's no help.
Strive like this. Get yourself a Karen. Get yourself a Karen. Like, don't be a hoarder. Also, buy the paper, sis. Buy the paper.
I mean, it's paper, or fabric, or beads, or glue, or glitter, or bling. It's a whole nother thing. That's why we're here at Michael's. Okay. All right. We're getting ready to get out of here. If you have not sent your email, if you won, please send your email. support@misscreativeceo.com. support@misscreativeceo.com. I appreciate all of you guys. Every week, y'all come through and show up, and we have such a great time together. I will be back here next week. It will be an amazing course, because I have two of the hottest SVG artists in the game, in the craft game. Two of the hottest one, Misha Bazemore of Coco Twins and Berjou of Mushka Clip Art, will be here teaching you everything you need to know about SVGs and more. They're going to teach you how to color, digital color, draw. They're going to teach you a bunch of everything. So if you haven't already signed up, make sure that you go to my website or go to Michael's, misscreativeceo.com, click MCC and Michael's and sign up, or sign up on the Michael's website. Same time, same place next week. Y'all don't want to miss that. I'm trying to tell y'all. All right, so let's dance it out. Come on, y'all. Who's dancing with me? Y'all had a good time. Let me know in the chat. Say yes. Love it. Y'all have a great night. Y'all be good. Shine bright, y'all. Shine bright. Have a good one.